Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Why is the whole Chagos Islands deal so very problematic for the Labour Party and for Keir Starmer in particular? Now, the Joint Committee on National Security Strategy is a very, very important, very powerful committee. Of course, it will be. It deals with national security. And it's been asking questions and it wants people to appear. One of the people being Jonathan Powell. Jonathan Powell was one of those involved, very, very senior position with, creating and negotiating the deal to hand over a national asset like the Chagos Islands to a foreign nation and to get the taxpayer to pay untold billions for the privilege of doing it. Madness in its extremity. And of course, they don't want this to be questioned. They don't want this to be explored as to the reasons why or what the thinking behind is. And so Starmer himself has banned Jonathan Powell from appearing at this committee, a committee dealing with national security, something that should be above Starmer. The government's job, its only single sole purpose of being, is to protect this country. And if you're not letting people appear in front of the security committee charged with that job, then it doesn't half look dodgy, doesn't it? And so Starmer's backing the National Security Advisor. That's Jonathan Powell's official title, in not appearing there. And this is weird for another reason, because it's the first time ever a National Security Advisor has ever been told that he's not to appear in front of the National Security Committee. What are they hiding? What dodginess or illegality or immorality are they hiding? What the hell is going on? Are there backhanders? Is there illegal deals? Is Starmer quite literally an enemy agent of a foreign power? These are legitimate questions given the madness of the decisions he's making with regards to Britain's security. Now, Matt Weston, who is the chairman of the Joint Committee, wrote to Starmer demanding answers, but he was fobbed off by Pat McFadden. Pat McFadden said, well, the Prime Minister thinks that Powell's attendance is not appropriate. The National Security Advisor's attendance at the Joint Committee for National Security is not appropriate? I mean, they are scraping the barrels of believability here, aren't they? Now, Weston, the chairman, pushed back. He said that the government's stance on Powell's attendance appears to depart from the convention, and he cited the other rule, the Osmotherly rules, which state that ministers generally accept when a select committee seeks evidence from an official, including special advisors, they must attend. Meanwhile, Labour is also withholding the NSC's agendas from Parliament. So it's not only not allowing people to stand in front of this committee and answer questions about what for them is a very difficult subject, Chagos, they're now also hiding from parliamentary scrutiny the very agenda of the Security Committee, because it doesn't even want the agenda to be discussed in Parliament. It's trying to hide the truth from the committee and from Parliament. And that, to me, says there is something dodgy AF at the heart of all this. Why are they so scared to have this looked into and examined? Now, this has never happened before. Why are they so busy hiding the truth from committees, from Parliament? What's down and dirty and deep within all this that Starmer himself is scared to shine a light on it? Is he getting backhanders? Are these orders from the WEF? Are these orders from the Chinese? Is he a Russian double agent? We know he spent time in the USSR as a young man? Has he been turned? Is he a double agent? Should he be locked up in a small cell for the rest of his natural? Yes, I think so. The locking up bit, the rest of it, I'm only guessing. But yeah, certainly I believe he should be locked up, but that's just me. But it seems that not only now must these decisions be reversed, they must be formally investigated. And I would suggest by anti-terrorism police, full, get the security services on MI6 at deep in it. This needs to be gone. I'm firmly now of the belief that Starmer is a foreign agent and a traitor. It's the only thing that reasonably explains what's going on with the whole of the Chagos deal and what's going on with his destruction of Britain. Is he a sleeper agent? Because if he isn't, please, in the comments, tell me what else would explain everything that's happened. Because I can't think of anything. Because it isn't incompetence and it isn't bad luck. It's got to be deliberate. And if it's deliberate, you have to ask, why? And given the history, given his time spent in the Soviet Union before its collapse as a young man, when he was a card-carrying member of the Communist Party, given his links to totalitarian regimes, given his obvious, in my eyes and my opinion, corruption with the likes of the former leaders of Bangladesh, given his obvious dislike of this country and its people, I think foreign agent Starmer is increasingly the truth. Difficult to accept, I grant you. It is a difficult concept, perhaps, to even get your mind round. But it's not unheard of. But it's unheard for someone to get as high, perhaps, as the Prime Minister. And the very fact that he has been allowed to get there maybe suggests that someone in our security services has allowed this. Anyone who would do casual checks on this surely would see the problem. Maybe we have lost control of our country. Maybe the whole of the establishment isn't British anymore. We might need to change everything, root and branch, start from scratch, fire everybody, start again with true, honest people. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, I'm being serious here. The more I read about this, the more I see it, the more I'm assured he is a fucking spy. Thanks very much. Bye.